Oh, thank you, Shell, but not thank you, Banana. Audio check. Hello, Tim. Thank you for 68 months. Hello, Haggis, Ollie, Metis, Lagamoof. I think salmon berries were the most common wild berry type berry that people grew where I grew up, along with raspberries and we have the red currants, not the black currants like over here. We also had, well, my backyard growing up had rhubarb, red currants, blackberries, thornless blackberries, white currants, raspberries, strawberries, figs, Asian pears, cherries. Do you count ferns as an edible thing? We also had one of those trees that smells like cum. Good times. What other? Oh, there was grapes, but I don't think they ever grew grapes when I was there. Trying to think of the non plant in the ground, dig up and rototill areas. I'm sure I'm missing something. Oh, I think there's a hazelnut tree. Distracted. Hello, pessimistic snake. Yeah, I know fiddleheads, yeah, but I don't think we grew, because there's the sword fern and then there's the bracken fern, and the bracken fern you can eat, I think, even when it's not fiddleheads. It's just the sword fern, you can only eat the fiddleheads. Oh, I'm sorry, pessimistic snake. I get that more often than I'd like, where it'll take me an hour to make a meal, and by the time I'm done making the meal, I don't want it anymore because I've just been smelling it for an hour. I've been having one of those panic anxiety days where I just can't cope, as Tim would put it. Just can't function as a human being. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, pessimistic snake. That I have all of the time. All of the time. Yeah. Sometimes for me it's a race to eat before that happens. I'll trick myself and I'll eat, and then I'll be like, aha! Haha! Now I'm too stressed to eat. But I already ate. Haha. Oh, yes. Yeah, that too. Hugs, pessimistic snake. The worst part is, the things I want to talk about when you say these things are not things that would be good for you to hear, probably, because you're already stressed out, so. I'm learning a lot about myself lately and why I do and say the things I do. And it's putting a lot of things into perspective. And it's, I think, kind of making me realize, like, before I do things, like, oh, that's why I was about to do that, you know? No. What I'm saying is that you're saying things, and then it makes me want to say things, but I don't want to say things because I don't want to hurt you because you're already in that moment. You're making me want to talk about my stress and, like, my stress about teeth and dentists, and that's probably not going to help you because you're about to do things, and that's possibly why you're stressed. This is me doing a bad job of trying not to stress you out. But yeah, in the near future, hopefully, I'm going to get Steph to drive me to a dentist. And they're going to go, oh my god, you're a terrible person. Why are your teeth so bad? How are you such a slob? Why do you hate yourself so much? And I'll be like, can you fix my teeth or not? Hi, Dave. I'm not crying, you're crying. Oh, I've got a really cool loading screen and it's not even on screen. Shit! Ah ha ha ha! There you go. Okay, well, if it makes you feel any better, I'll pet the frog. I'll do some complimentary frog pets after this. If it makes you feel any better, Pessimistic Snake, I probably collectively have like 1 molar left.
So this Eleuthia we're going at.
Out of the 4. Oh, this music. Get out of here. One of my molars is basically just like 2 little pokey bits sticking out of my gums. And then the other 3 are just like half of a molar in some kind of fashion. And I could probably run out of fingers if I tried to count all of the, like, visible, distressing...
Yeah, it'll be nice to stretch my legs.
I can't even think because this person's talking. Visible, distressing, I can't think words. The thing that dentists do with the holes in your teeth. Cavities. I could probably run out of fingers trying to count all the cavities. Like, I literally can't look in the mirror these days, right now, because of how bad my teeth are and how bad they make me feel. And basically every day is dental pain and digging things out of my holes so that I can function as a human being.
So this Eleuthia we're going after. That's,
like, literally, I probably would even consider doing face cam again if I didn't hate and feel self-conscious about my teeth so much. Pixie, you left crumbs on my bed. Pixie was meowing in the hallway, so I had to give her some treats, and then she fucked off again. Hi, Millicent. I have some frog petting to do. These fuckers, shut up! For 5 seconds! Oh my god. Also, it looks like they saved right before I walked out the door, so I can walk around and talk to all the people, and get that done. I'm only looking at frog. I'm only petting frog. I'm not thinking about things. No notification on whether or not frog's actually been mailed, but the froggies were supposed to be mailed yesterday, so fingers crossed. Hypothetically, froggies could arrive this week. That would be nice, Ollie. I hope they're going, holy fuck, how much pain have you been in this whole time? You're very brave and strong, and let's make it better now. Also, you have tiny baby teeth, and that's okay. I know how to deal with tiny baby teeth. Because I have tiny baby teeth, apparently. Even though, for a very long time, I was self-conscious because I thought I had buck teeth. Someone keeps putting water in my eyes. Stop. They're swimming their way there? I hope not. I don't even know if these guys are washable. I think the beans are plastic. But like they don't have any washing instructions. I think they're just supposed to be like spot clean kind of thing. That's why I have extra. That's why I'm like buying extra. Is so that I don't get distressed. If one of them gets like dirty or something. I wonder if I'm going to be able to tell them apart. Like if I'll be able to tell the first frog from the second, third, and fourth frog. The bigger ones, obviously that's going to be easy, but... I did do a tiny bit of work in my room today, but not enough to... Not enough to be happy. Just slightly enough to go, my room is slightly less of a clusterfuck today. Just a lot of anxiety and stress today. A lot of hiding in my room. Yeah, that would require naming them, and I don't do names, generally.
It's gonna be a trek to get to the location that Gaia marked. That'll be nice to slip already.
Last I checked, Kitty was on the lawn furniture on one of the lawn chairs, and Pixie was being a squiggly cat, and she ended up on the ground outside being a pest. I put some food down in her area, but so this is when I can't. No, yeah, okay, I can't go that way. But I can talk to people now. And I can't talk to her over here. I gotta like talk to her over here apparently.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire.
I just brought that
If I
here.
understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth, like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Right.
That's it.
I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one
Liquid
of
hot
Gaia's systems?
magma.
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Alright, Gaia had more things. Workbench is in the other room. Oh, no. Yes. Don't know if there's anything in here. I had a Discord ping, but I think it's just a nobody cares kind of Discord ping. I still have another ping. Where is it? No, we're good. Murder. A, B, oh, well, I mean, the volcano is related to things that we just had in the game. I actually know somebody who has like 5+ children and they named them alphabetically, so. Also, I didn't actually fully watch those crochet amigurumi, whatever it's called, videos, but I did watch that part with the snake and the AI, and that was fucking fantastic. I posted in the creative channel a couple of videos by this person that was like randomly recommended on YouTube. I've been following a lot of random YouTube people lately, but I don't actually watch a lot of the videos. I just like the idea. And one of the videos that she did was like doing the whole, you know, AI designs my whatever. But they came up with like, you know, like just seeing what it would come up with if she asked it for an amigurumi? It was a crochet. Asked it for a crochet pattern basically for like a little critter. But the one for the snake was amazing. Really good. Very funny. So good. Yeah, you reminded me that you were here and that we were talking about that. But yeah, I hadn't watched that one. And I didn't really watch it. I just kind of skipped around and I found the snake part, and the snake part was very good. I'm trying to think of like, I could explain it, but it would like not be as good as the video. But I don't know if anyone's actually going to watch the video, you know? Basically, the snake looked like a sweet potato. The not recipe. The AI thing just was like, yeah, do this, do this, do this, and then like basically increase the size, go to this size, and then decrease the size immediately. And it literally looks like a sweet potato. And just the person making the video was just basically pissing herself laughing and like could not keep it together because it was just that hilarious looking. And then it was like, oh yeah, by the way, also you put his tongue on it like this. And she was, yeah, it was very good. This is a very good video. Just worth watching for that clip alone. I don't have anything for any of the purple ones, do I? Oh, I do. No, I don't. I wish that this... I guess you can filter. No. I wish you could filter to be like the ones that can still be upgraded. That seems stupid that you can't do that. Yeah, it's like a cat blep tongue. Yeah, not like a forked snake tongue. Very funny. Very good. So, resistances. Okay, and this also doesn't... It just tells you basically what the upgrade does, but it doesn't tell you like what the armor does in general, which is annoying. We gotta click on them all. I think I was holding off because I want to use some of these resources to buy things. Can I upgrade any of the weapons I'm currently using? No. Yeah, okay. This is where I was at yesterday. Okay. We can go talk to Gaia, though. Gaia had more things to say.
Welcome back.
Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Ow.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
Yeah, apparently I can't leave unless I leave a specific way.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Yeah, and why haven't we still been like, hey, wait, all that water and stuff, why don't we tell that to the people that are all fighting over water?
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world. All working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Gaia?
Also, I hate the new
What was
YouTube
Elizabeth
change. I hate when YouTube changes.
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Sorry, I'm linking the video for the snake part because it's funny. Although you can't do like timestamp links on mobile, as far as I understand. No. For fuck's sake.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species.
We know this.
Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings.
Right. So the one that
was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating the vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Perhaps you will be able to procure Eleuthia at the SOS coordinates. Artemis and Apollo, however, remain unaccounted for.
So the one that we're getting a possible SOS to, that may or may not be a trap, is the one related to, like, human cloning and stuff, is what I'm hearing? That doesn't sound like a trap at all.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified.
Oh, maybe that'll fix those
As a
quests
result,
I still had.
red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However,
Until...
a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know about Ether?
Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Acquiring it might allow me to quell the most severe storms in the region. But be careful. Like Demeter and Poseidon, it will need to be restored to its original code state before it is safe to capture.
Got it.
Yeah, they were very... we didn't really talk about that a lot when I picked up the last guy.
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna go then. If we're gonna do this storyline quest, because we have no other option, probably best to get going on it, since these things can take a while.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
I guess.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Man, they're really locking us into this. I even thought maybe if I went through the door I could, like, save at a fire. Nope. Immediate cutscene on the other side of the world. Uh-huh.
Vermin.
What is that?
We don't want to fuck with that.
What the hell?
Okay. So, like, EMP shit works? Okay, but we can't use their thing because it's broken now?
Well, that takes the keg.
Burl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
That is not where I told that guy to go. Where's he going? Is there any more lootable? There's some... There's a thing... I thought I saw a thing over here. Or maybe I already looted that one. Ah, there's stuff there. And there's stuff over there too. Okay, I guess Var will tell me about that cave in a bit. So the other stuff I scanned was up there. Also corpse. Wasn't this where he was supposed to go check on? Charred weapon. I'm gonna get the free shit before I talk to whatever I'm supposed to actually do. Alright, where's that?
Is this easy?
Okay. Think I got all the free shit.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
Well, what was the frickin'... I was waiting for him to stop talking and... Oh, this one.
What?
Hello, Verbena?
Hey, Sam.
What do you have for me?
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
I guess I'll go scan this, even though I was just up there and I just scanned it.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? One of the sons of Prometheus. The one's working for Silence. Looks like his focus was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. To wherever Silence is hiding out, probably.
Malfunction detected, self-destruct initiated. Telemetry terminated and coordinates redacted.
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Yeah, it does seem odd, doesn't it?
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset.
What a mess.
I wonder what this asset is. Alright. I think...
Monitoring V. Sutter. Status report sent to G. Berry.
I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? The Lucia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
What about the thingy?
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
What about the weapon? You said you were gonna check it when it cools down. Guess not.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Hello, vibes. Guess we're supposed to go that way. So what's over here first? Nope, excuse me. Wasn't trying to jump down, but sure. Guess this is just a way to get back up if you fall down. Yeah, I was like a Batman signal. Come on. No, okay. Oh, that's why. Because I just pressed that and she's like, I'm gonna walk that way. Sure. Guess there's nothing I can do over there.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Alright. Storage units accessed, data transfer initiated, operations suspended, fusion reactor on standby mode, download initiated, beamcast initiated, destination redacted. Alright. Oh, what does it say? Transmitter, beamcast. Okay, so that was what that was saying. Varl, you're not helping me with the scanning shit. Bunker door. Okay, so I've read it, but she's not acting like she's read it.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zenith still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So was Aloy 2 run off or something?
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Yeah, not a lot of loot so far. Not a lot of things to scan so far. Can I open it? Can I walk through the window? Maybe I'll get there after. Bunker door. Spoon fed. Daniel McGill. Wish you'd been on the call with me with Zero Dawn. Whoever negotiated this deal with them was ingenious. A bunch of our old tech collecting dust and storage in exchange for a copy of all human knowledge. Talk about a bargain. And the guy heading up the Eleuthia subfunction, Patrick Brockard Klein, you could practically see sparkles in his eyes when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions on the ectogenic chamber's design. It was like we were waving catnip in front of him. Anyway, they're requesting additional material on nutrition delivery. Higher-ups gave the go-ahead, so send over everything we could have. Brockard Klein will probably pee his pants in glee. So...
Ectogenic chambers.
Okay.
Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
All this stuff.
Get the free shit first.
Wonder what they were doing.
No. I thought that was the dead end, but I think this is the dead end.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
What sounds about right? Okay, sure.
This place keeps on going. We better check in that room.
Damn. Only slightly terrifying. Very ominous looking. Grapple points. Loot. Big red lights. Okay, and I can't go out this door. Okay. I thought it was going to tell me to go this way, but I guess I'm just jumping down.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Is this the exit? Is this not where I'm supposed to be going?
Find any.
Seen significant improvement, decreasing the time between touch-ups that commercially available treatments like Osmanthus' Rejuve gene required. As for Malik's team, the latest results from their neurophysiology experiments seem promising. With the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility, we seem to be closing in on functional first-generation implants. Meanwhile, our friends in Zurich have sent over their findings on WBE mixed results. A couple of promising avenues, but anything bordering on real digital transcendence looks to be decades away.
Anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I think they're talking about like uploading themselves into computers. Does that help? As you will undoubtedly have heard by now, we have lost the brightest star among us. Research on ectogenesis for the Odyssey was near and dear to Peter, and on behalf of the new High Council, oh, it's always good. Always good if it's called the High Council. I commend you for all your efforts and the great strides made over the last several years. Yet as we mourn our founder, we must also keep our gaze on the bright future ahead. To that end, we will be shifting project priorities. Over the coming days, you'll be briefed on exciting developments in longevity research from our Tokyo and Lagos facilities, with new assignments to follow. In the meantime, all ectogenic chambers should be moved to storage. Right. So they weren't using the ectogenic chambers, or that wasn't working out for them? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. But maybe not in a good way. You, where are you going? Oh, this is where we were. Okay. Alright. Could I have always gone that way? Did I just miss this completely before? Alright, well I think we cleared that out anyways. Now to do the same to this big old chonky room.
So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Alright, there's definitely something over here. Guess let's check the stuff
The
on
control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Stop walking in front of my frickin' scanner, you son of a bitch. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to yell at him later. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I don't know if you're still here, Axel G, or if you can hear me, even if you're still here. But yeah, I was just gonna say I've just been running 3 minutes of ads on my 5-minute breaks because it means that nobody has ads when they join the stream, hypothetically, for an hour after that. So hypothetically, it should mean less people have ads because I'm only running them when I'm on break anyways. But I don't know if you joined into the 3 minutes of ads or if that was ads because I didn't run ads. I don't know. But yeah, like I don't run ads at the beginning of the stream. So I guess the first hour people would probably get ads coming in. I don't know. It's one of those things I've just been trying to see how it works. Because their schedule system changed again. And this ad scheduler doesn't have like a promised amount anymore. I don't know, it's one of those things. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. But yeah, 1 of 20 is kind of fucked up. I think the thing is that nobody really complains when I change things because I only have like 10 people showing up most days and a lot of them are subbed. So I don't really have like specific feedback on all of that kind of stuff. Sorry, checking my pings again. What are all these pings? Where are these at? Alright. Get gone. I know sometimes I talk about this stuff in like some of the creator discords I'm in and people are like, oh, just do this or oh, just do that. And it's like, what if you only have 15 people showing up? Like, those kinds of decisions can have a huge effect, you know? Maybe that makes it so that 5 people don't come to the stream. That's a big number. I don't know. I'll have to check too. I don't actually think I make much from ads unless I do it through the scheduler, because the scheduler you get 55%, but if you don't use the scheduler you only get like 30% or something. But yeah, they changed it because it used to be that you had to run like 2 segments of 3 minutes of ads to be able to have no pre-roll ads for an hour. It used to be like super bullshit. Now it's like, oh, you only need to run 3 minutes of ads to have an hour of no ad pre-roll stuff. So I was just trying it out, but I don't know. Boxes. Definitely touching those first. I can hear... What are those birds? Oh, there's something I missed somewhere. Why is there a door here? Good question. Maybe we'll find that out later. I'm stuck. Could you fucking not, dude? You son of a bitch. Come here. Jeez, are you kidding me right now? Why would they do that? Okay. Oh, so the one I missed is over here. Wait. Here? Ah. Okay, I think I got all the loot down here. Yeah, that sounds almost reasonable, right? They also added a new thing where if you have any kind of like paid advertisement or brand deal or any kind of that thing, you have to opt into a thing that basically puts a pop-up on the top of the screen saying that it's like paid content, even though it's way more nuanced than that. I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of stuff they're randomly changing recently. But yeah, with the new... Because they have a new system. It used to be before, for a while at least, that it was like, oh, if you do this many minutes of ads an hour for this many hours of stream, we will pay you X amount of dollars, guaranteed. And with the new system, it's just like, I feel like I don't think I know anybody who actually has any information. Mostly it just says, well, there's not enough information yet, so just run this many minutes of ads. That's what we recommend. But we won't promise you anything because you have the flexibility now to change it. So you can change from like 3 minutes of ads to 4 minutes of ads. But you still have to use the scheduler, which you can't schedule like to the hour, or you can't schedule to like any kind of system. You just have to go from when you're live, X amount of minutes later, an ad will run. And it's like, I don't know. Anyways, hi Lisibeth. But yeah, it doesn't promise you anything. They were like, well, just, you know, just run 3 minutes of ads for like 100 hours and then...
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
And then we'll pay you.
136? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right.
Apparently there was a number in the distress signal. I don't know what the distress signal was. Is it a specific, easy to find thing? It's not this. Maybe just under quests. Oh, everything's on hold. Like, literally, go fuck yourself. You're not allowed to play this video game. Until we let you. I'm just trying to wipe these things out so that they go away. Alright. Okay. If it's in here, then go fuck yourself, because why is this not, like, marked? It wasn't an audio thing anyways, was it? I don't think it was. It wasn't a hologram. Text quests. Subordinate functions? No. Hacked again. Taste of the High Life. Custom order. Distress signal. This one. Yeah, 237. Okay. Wasn't that literally what they... No, whatever. So basically they're saying there's 237 in here.
136 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like.
Yeah, they say 236 containers, but the number is 237. Sorry, chat. I wasn't even looking. I was getting annoyed. But yeah, I was gonna say that they made it 237 so that if you just mashed buttons, you might get it still, I guess. I don't know. Gasp. I'm so surprised. Oh, he is, though.
Aloy. It's you.
Yeah, I know. What did you think you were gonna find here?
Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Lisbeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Phedran. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farzineth. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Mm-hmm.
But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Hmm.
You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Gasp!
Oh shit!
I'm gonna run out of oxygen.
Aloy, Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get
This
her
is
to
gonna be an
cover
all
that
stream
loop.
quest, isn't it?
Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should
Prepare for
before
battle?
Spectre gets here.
The fuck am I
Can't
supposed to
let it
do?
get through to Laurel and the clone.
Make arrows? I can do that, I guess. Not really. I'm mostly topped up. Change some weapon choices. I don't know. I don't know what they, what works. Ah, hunting medals. I don't even know what attacks they do and what would be best to equip. Everything is a minus. Well, apparently Kitty Cat is downstairs munching. Maybe this one, but it's ice and that, and it's not fully equipped, and I'm not prepared for this kind of thing, basically. Oh, I do have 11 points though. I'm upstairs. Come on. Come on. Psst, psst, psst. Psst, 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 psst. I'll make you a little bed nest. Come on. Hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. You gotta come up the stairs. Are you saying I want more food? Give me more food. I'm a huggies. Yeah, apparently Kitty Cat wanted to meow at me, but then when I went to give it food, it went outside. So. get some of these melee ones in here. I can perform a call mount action. Cool. Okay, that's why the door exists.
Here it comes.
Okay, well. Alright. Okay, so poison or acid and plasma. Detachable, attack removal, persists when killed, usable weapon. Explosive, persists when killed, contains resources if intact. Detachable, contains valuable resources destroyed when killed. Indestructible, detachable, ability removal, destroyed when killed. Elemental weak spot. Ooh. Control nexus, weak spot, contains valuable resources. So, control nexus. Acid and plasma.
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
I don't. Okay. Oh god. I was trying to like figure out what to trigger. What Run away!
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while if I don't hit weak spots. Oh god.
That thing's quick.
Yeah, I know it is. Wasn't there some jumpy spots? Where's the jumpy spots? Also, it hurts. Okay, that was good. That's not good! Come on. I need a faster weapon. Oh, jeez. Okay, it can jump. It can jump. It can jump. It can jump. Okay, did that not do anything to it? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm a little scared. But you're a lot less beefy than your last guy was. Okay, can I shoot anything off you before you die? Ooh! Oh well, you're dead.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Alright. Guess we're going back up. Oh, but my whatcha-thingy's gonna... I can't turn off my Valor Surge.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Making some arrows.
Errand!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Uh-huh.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Uh-huh.
Just hurry.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Errand.
I'm literally running? Like I can't go any faster? Uh-huh.
Errand, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Feels like a chill. Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I'm just sneaking around behind it.
Uh-huh. I'm sneaking, I'm sneaking.
Heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
The weapon that was on the ground before. I don't know how to shoot these things, though. I don't remember what button I'm supposed to press. Oopsie. Oh yeah, if I do that, that's that.
Hello.
How do I shoot these? I gotta aim first, maybe?
Shield's down. It's on the move.
Oh god. Yeah? You having fun over there?
Don't get that stuff on you.
Oh, there goes the shield again. Oh, that was a good shot. That was, it did not like. That was really just going for me, huh? Ah. Ooh. I've had more dangerous side quests.
She's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Oh, that means I'm not gonna loot, huh?
Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another
Oh,
look
good.
at that weapon.
If you're gonna make me leave that loot behind, I was gonna be very mad.
If I can figure out how to
Okay.
do this, maybe
Teleport
Xenos
me over
won't be
here.
So invincible after all.
Oh, okay. Dropping arrows for me. Alright. Let's go scan them up.
No. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Yoink. New loading screen. Yeah. My wrist is kind of hurting, so I'm just using them to stretch and flex
I
in
need
the
to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze.
cutscene.
If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too.
You can stop calling her
Oh.
that.
Where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
That's not my first time.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tenakth rebels. And it also has to do with the Osram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
What am I asking him exactly? Oh, okay, just words.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
It doesn't look as fashionable on me, but
Dude, we know
I'd
that.
afford things I've been able to see. Granted.
Oh, I think it's because I didn't talk to him before
Such.
I
Still trying to
basically
wrap
set
my
off
head
the
around
quest.
it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sunday. And now I do. Sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful. No?
It takes some time, but yeah. What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Moreland guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tenakth clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
Maybe I should check up on them at some point. Just in case.
Yeah, I need to go back
Right.
to some other areas I haven't been back to in a while.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
So Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
Alright.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things. Thanks to you.
You like that one
I
we
just
just
wish they
fought?
weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
This is what happens when they lock me into a story quest.
I discovered an Osram militant group. They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tenakth rebels. They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Carja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me We have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Karja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tanakh?
Pretty much.
Well, that's just great.
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Well, I could have the Vanguard check Chain Scrape and Barren Light in case they're moving any supplies through there. But if they are, I'll bet they're being careful about it.
Yeah. And they have focuses too. Makes it easier for them to evade guards and patrols.
Yeah, and you would know.
Hold on. Way back when we first met, you came looking for me in Meridian because you detected Olin's focus with yours, right? So does that mean that if I go back to the Daunt with this...
You could scan for other focuses.
if an Oseram is wearing one of these, they'd have to be a part of that Prometheus group.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I've been known to have those once in a while.
Just let me know if you find anything.
You got it.
I do think the character writing's pretty good in this game.
You should know. Silence is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Even when they're repeating the
That's probably
same
all part of some
information.
master plan, huh?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Alright. Hello? What do you have to talk about?
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement?
Yeah, that.
Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
Little?
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Mm-hmm.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
Is that a redhead joke?
Get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
So I guess downstairs is where we gotta go. And then upstairs.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you?
Like, chill,
Let's
dude.
start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So Far Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you were... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Mm-hmm.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that.
That's assuming that...
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know.
Fought is a strong word. More like ran away from.
You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. Then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. But Bane's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
Yeah, I don't think we can trust a lot of what she's saying, just because she could be lying, but also she could have been fed lies, so there's a lot of, like,
You said you spent years
uncertainty.
studying the training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Farrow purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge just out of reach must have been frustrating.
Alright.
Alright, I think that's enough for now.
Exactly. Alright.
You want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
Mm-hmm.
How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right?
I'm the main character, dude.
So is there anything you can do to help?
Relax.
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay.
I don't even know what those words are.
See if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
Another bitchy cutscene Aloy.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Oh, can I talk to Varl? Where's Varl at?
One of Studious Fortis's many scrolls. It was a pain getting him to Barrenlight. Still, he didn't deserve to be run down by Regala's riders.
Okay, so we can't click on it, we can just scan it.
They were intelligent, but that just doesn't mean...
Dude, so much free shit. Alright. Anything else I need to scan or do? Alright, what do you got?
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing. It's a lot.
Why is nobody mentioning the fact that we've seen her before?
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
This is not news to me.
If you need anything, just let me know.
So, training with Zoe, huh?
Training.
Yes, training. Mostly.
Training.
Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory. And All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors...
No, I know. I just mean that the way she's reacting is like it's the first time she's ever seen it too. They didn't know, but like she's just like, oh yeah, it's weird, strange, yeah, oh. It's like, you've already seen her.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift. To thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah, don't give her a stuffed animal.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Not like that. I don't think she'll appreciate it.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
We saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship,
Yeah,
too.
maybe they lied about what happened to the place they came from, too.
Settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
That's enough. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost.
Mm-hmm.
Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from one seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Aaron definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
Alright.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
I see everyone's settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of
They
plants.
seem like they're in the wrong order.
Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place.
Okay, you mean the plants that are already here?
I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Alright. Now... Questicles. Oh my god, I didn't have to open the second one.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core.
See, Sam.
Ostensibly, this was to prevent the secrets from falling into enemy hands.
Which we know.
Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Which we can assume.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
So here's where we hope that Beta doesn't take
Thanks,
all the
Guy.
information we've gathered.
So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
You have more things.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess.
Just skip over the entire PTSD kind of thing.
Less pessimistic.
And the entire learned helplessness
She
thing.
overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
You what, mate? Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess I'll ask more questions after the break.
brought levity to each other's lives. But there's a lot more to life than that, and I realize.
Alright, I'm back.
And, we just became very. And so we had nothing in common. That night, it was very strange.
Alright. Yes. More talking.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over. So they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise.
Mm-hmm.
Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one, Oswald Dalgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
Really doesn't sound like, the answer.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic.
Okay, but what's the new information?
And unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Right. So I had to listen to all that for the last sentence again.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes. And to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
There was nothing new in there. Alright,
I guess I should
peace.
get going.
As you say.
Does this mean I can, like, fuck around for, like, 45 minutes? Bless you.
Bam! Whoop-a-da!
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
You're the one that helped me find it.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
I'm made of time, apparently.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
Don't worry about me.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
Yeah, I don't know if it's metal music, but he definitely discovered music. Alright. Where's this then? Oh, okay. Well, I can do that. Oh, that's an area I've nearly explored. Alright, can I just leave now? I'm out of here. How's everybody else holding up? I feel like I don't get to talk much when we do these storyline segments.
That Oseram camp Talana and I were trying to find should be around here.
Should be around here, huh? It's so cold. I'm in between hot and cold.
Everything okay there, Porgif?
Ah, my steel flame friend, behold.
Oh, your lockbox. The one I found in the tunnel.
Just the one. It was bequeathed to me when my dear ma passed. Never could get the damn thing open, but the lock must have broken off when the rockbreaker attacked. Haven't seen its contents at long last. I want Martha to have it. My sister. She could use it more than me.
Hold on. If it was given to you, why couldn't you get it open?
I lost the key. You know how it is with small objects, big hands. Not that you know how it is exactly. I mean, your hands are dainty, of course. No, not dainty. Well forged. That's it.
Porgif.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I stole the box. It was supposed to go to Martha, but I just wanted something of my ma's to remember her by.
So the box rightfully belongs to your sister, and now you want to return it.
Mm-hmm.
What was inside that made you change your mind?
Nothing. I just thought she'd want it back. She and my ma were close. Me, well, guess you could say I was always the stray spark.
All right, Porgif. Sounds like you want me to give this box to your sister. Where is she?
That is a good question. I know she was working in Chain Scrape last.
Huh. I have a friend there. I could ask her.
Ha-ha! Well forged and well connected.
Just put that up my ass.
If I'm in the area, I will try to find your sister. At least to hear her side of the story.
Okay. Well, if you see Martha, tell her I still remember the flying keg.
I bet you would know where I can find Martha. I should pay her a visit the next time I'm in Chainscrape.
Oh, and we got some rumors.
If you're thinking of going south where Moreland's boys hang out, better think again. Two sisters dropped by on their way there. One of them almost made the whole damn camp explode.
Ah.
Sure, she didn't mean to.
The sisters.
Sounds like Dell and Boomer were here. And they went on to Las Vegas.
Well,
I do like that they're doing a lot more of that kind of like giving you reasons to backtrack. $500 exactly.
Check it out now. See how they're doing.
Looking sharp as ever.
Talana, glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggart. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tanakh for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tanakh took their prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere far to the west near Thorn Marsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
Did Amadis say anything about why he was heading to the rot?
Afraid not. He was a man of few words.
Sounds like him. Did he look okay to you?
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again, so was everyone around here.
So you're a scout for this crew. Anything I should know about the area?
Where to start? Down south we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
Moreland and his showman.
Yeah, that's the fellow. They're quite a spectacle on their own, let me tell you. And then there are all the other folk who broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers, all sorts of daring venturers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. I've also spotted some rebels a while back too. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tanakh up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
That's what I do too.
Thanks, Robert. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thornmarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tanakh's territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital.
Look at that guy's
Then
pants.
You're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
Alright. We have progressed some quests. Where are they? Huh. Oh, okay. Alright, sure. Right, yeah, I still don't want to do that. All the way back here, huh? Could do that. Free fast travel. There we go. Yep. I would imagine there's some people who don't use fast travel at all when they play games like this, and I can only imagine how many hundreds of hours that would add to the playtime.
Well, making sparks fly out there?
Hey, I'm looking for an Oseram named Marsa. She might be working here in Chainscrape. Do you know her?
Marsa? Yeah, of course. Tough gal. Puts her back into her work. Not like the drunken louts around here. Why are you looking for her?
I met her brother out west. He asked me to return a family heirloom to her.
Huh. I didn't know Marsa had a brother. Anyway, last I heard she was doing a job out by those old Karja signal towers. Northeast of here.
Thanks.
Ostrom family squabbles ain't pretty. Best of luck wading into that muck.
I have to go. It was good to see you again, Petra.
And you, Flamehair. Don't be a stranger.
Yep. Did you know you can fast travel? Okay. Oh. Does this mean we might learn how to get to these areas? Do I have to climb all the way up there?
Petra said Porgev's sister should be working around here. I have a feeling she won't be thrilled to hear from her brother. But at least she'll get her lockbox back.
Yeah, what made you think that? Oh, okay. Phew. Hi.
Okay.
Marsa?
Yeah? What's it to... Oh. The Normie. How do you know my name?
I, met your brother Porgev out west. He asked me to give you this.
My mom's lockbox. That miserable chuff stole this from me. By the forge, he broke the lock too.
Actually, that was from a rock breaker.
Oh. So he's dead then?
No. After he saw what was inside, he wanted you to have it.
Oh. Then I guess guilt finally caught up with him. Let's see here. A jewel. Surprised he didn't pocket it for himself. And a letter.
She didn't even make an animation for the box.
Mom. Her last wish was that I make amends with Porgev.
I'm in here, kitty.
That doesn't make sense. Porgev caused her.
I'm in here.
So much grief. Always running off to chase easy shards instead of helping Dad at the forge.
Come on.
Why would I want him back in my life?
You're interrupting the cutscene. Come on.
If Porgev read that letter, then maybe he wants to make amends too.
Come here.
He also asked me to tell you that he remembers the flying keg.
Only for half an hour.
When we were kids, we used to grab a metal panel and slide down this big hill. But one day, Porgev got the idea to use an old keg. He climbed inside and off he went. Only, he didn't stop at the bottom of the hill. That keg kept rolling with Porgev still inside, right off a ledge. You'd think the keg sprouted wings the way it soared. Then splash, right into the lake. Thought he drowned for sure. But he lugged himself out onto the shore and shouted, "Again!"
Sounds like a good memory.
Think that might be the only time I can remember us not fighting. Just lying there by the lake, laughing till it hurt to breathe. When you met my brother, did he look okay?
As well as you can expect for someone out in the middle of the desert. You could see for yourself.
Nah. I mean, I heard some folks are headed out that way, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you for bringing me this. Here, for your trouble.
Thank you. If you decide to go, you'll find your brother at a place called Camp Nowhere.
Of course he'd end up nowhere.
I missed the whole freaking cutscene, kitty. Yeah, I did. I missed the whole cutscene because you're meowing and you needed to be pet. Hey? Okay. You gonna settle down for a minute? Hi, Weatherman. What did they say at the end of the cutscene? I know I heard bits, and then there was something about a keg. Was she gonna talk to her brother? Hey, FOJ. Oh, all you heard was Mew Mew. Good luck, pessimistic snake.
Thank you again for returning my ma's lockbox. She hand-carved it, you know. Hope Porgoff's staying out of trouble out west. Maybe I should head out there. I don't know. What would I even say to him? Hi, Porgoff. Your sister here. How about all this sand, huh? Thank you again for returning my ma's lockbox.
So we kind of got some of the information.
She hand-carved it, you know.
Sliding in.
I did not, however, learn how to unlock the thing that I can't get past over there.
Be welcome out there.
Alright. Jeez. Okay. Oh. Alright, this must be one of the places you can get bits or something. Because there's a new symbol here for the board game. Like how Kitty has been literally sleeping outside on a lawn chair for most of the day, and then he decides to come up and meow his face off at 8:30. Oh, they've added a ramp and stuff.
Be welcome out there.
You're dead.
Well, that's on me.
I'm telling you, don't...
Ah, Red. Just who I need.
You know her? Great. Then tell her that going out there is a bad bet.
Well, you tell him he better crank out what he knows before I pummel him in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, Della. What's going on?
It's my sister, Boomer. She ran off into the desert. We had a fight. I told her we'd discuss it in the morning after we both had time to cool off. But when I woke up, she was gone. And Spectacles over here was the only one to see her leave. But he refuses to tell me which way she went.
You can't go striking off into the desert. There are storms, and if the sand doesn't swallow you, the Vanishing Dread will. You know what happened to the Delvers who went out there last? No, you don't. No one does, because they didn't come back.
Well, tell me then.
What about my sister? She's out there all alone.
Maybe she's a sunk cost.
I'm asking you, Red. Help me find her.
What's the Vanishing Dread?
That's what Stemmer calls the machine that stalks the sands out there.
Ooh.
Sometimes you'll see it in the distance. A stationary blur of metal. It'll stay like that for hours. And then the next time you look, gone. Like it was never there.
But what kind of machine is it?
Don't know. No one's ever gone close enough to find out. A few of those delvers went out there once, but all they found was a bunch of sand
So,
dunes.
Mirage?
But I don't care what it is. It's not gonna stop me from finding my sister.
The argument you had with Boomer? What was it about?
Well, it started out as the same old spark and boom. I found her tinkering with one of my prototypes, trying to add explosives, as usual. And when I reminded her that the last time she did that, she nearly burned the whole place down, she just looked at me and shrugged. Then we got into this whole scorched out mess about why we had to leave Chainscrape and come out here.
Roxanne.
Why, for the love of the Forge, she has to blow everything up.
And what did Boomer say?
Well, that's the thing. She didn't say anything. She just sat there, ignoring me. Even when I went to bed, not a word. And then, when I woke up in the morning, she was gone. She's never done that before. But knowing her, She's gonna get into some kind of trouble out there. And that's why I need to find her.
What brought you and Boomer out west?
That. There was an accident in Chain Scrape.
An explosive accident?
Well, you know how Boomer is. So we grabbed our tools and skipped town. Heard about a caravan striking out west after some passage got reopened.
Some passage, huh?
Decided to join up.
But why come out here? You could have gone anywhere.
Can't really go back to the claim, and anywhere else is a little too inhabited. At least out here, there's less chance of collateral damage. Besides, this place is gonna be a destination one day, right? Dad always said, get in early.
If you think I can be bribed, know that I only take shards up front. No credit.
Maybe we got in too early.
If Boomer's lost in the desert, I might be able to find her.
I'm coming with you. All this is my fault anyway.
But you'll die.
Where did you last see her?
I suppose if you're with her, the odds of survival do go up. I thought I saw her heading towards the metal arches east of here.
Then that's where we'll start. I'll meet you at the arches.
Okay. Join me there as soon as you can.
Yeah, we'll see when that is. I got people to talk to, though.
Despite what I said before, I hope you find Boomer.
Oh, so he does have... Oh no, I had already got that one.
On your way, then. And, don't die out there.
Remedies for...
Alright, upstairs, I guess. Free shit.
Cannot catch a break from this heat.
Don't know what you did, Fred, but the lights...
Remedies and brews to make life easier.
Oh. Did you move inside? Oh, I'm really confused. Whoop. Wrong way. Like right way, but wrong way.
Send this to my stash.
Anyone looking in the mood for
Oh, I don't want to actually play. I just want to like add it to my quests.
Not feeling like playing right now. That's okay. To the claim! Fire and spit! These wears in Norland.
Ooh, locked. Hello.
Stemmer, did you need something?
As a new dream dawned for the adventuring trio, they returned to the depths of the formerly sunken city. Where fortune was found behind every crumbling wall, as a bulging keg bursts with free-flowing ale. That is, we broke our way into more of the ruins below, and in one of them, the wordsmith beheld a glimmering gizmo, a wonder among a sea of wonders. Alas, the gizmo lay beyond his grasp.
You saw some kind of gizmo but couldn't get it?
The door bars the way, locked by some confounded means. Moreland contemplated explosives, but Abaddon thought the odds of crushing the gizmo under rubble were too high. For once, the shard counter skepticism might be warranted. The old wordsmith's hopes were dashed, until a friend with a knack for performing the impossible returned from beyond the sands. Might I persuade you to venture beneath the desert once more?
I'll see what I can do. Where is this place?
Once you're down there, take a right at the statue of the giant man. The ruin rests beside a metal tower. And so our heroine went forth, and the wordsmith's hopes went with her.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it takes like 15 minutes? Right. Can I not use the elevator for this? I gotta go up to the other level for it.
Who here dares?
There's a new exclamation mark and a question mark. I just walked away. God damn it. Where is it exactly? Oh, okay. There. Don't know where the question mark is. Hopefully it's fine. Wait, what quest am I tracking right now? There we go. This is probably a bad idea. I'm probably not going to be able to finish this in 15 minutes.
Okay, there's the giant statue that Stemmer mentioned. The ruin should be nearby.
The heck is that? How do I get to it? Oh, do I gotta dive here, maybe? That's such a big flash. Doesn't look like it. There was another thing that could be dove into. Over here. Don't think this one goes down as deep. Don't like those noises. Come on, get up. Alright, I guess we'll just meander this way.
A ruin beside a metal tower. The gizmo Stemmer's after should be inside. An image from the old world. Looks like part of the city inside the dome.
It's part of that. Oops. Ow, ow, ow. Gotta go farther away. How the hecky? Oh, it's the wrong angle for it. I can't even see shit over here, so I don't think that's right. Oh, really, kitty? Just trying to be a pest, aren't you? It's like, oh, I'm too hot. I've been laying in the sun all day, but I'm too hot. Close as far as distance. But, like, the lights are too much in the way. And the wrong building in the distance. Oh, okay, it's this bridge in the distance, okay. Now I know that. Oh, apparently there is a thing.
I think the image was taken from somewhere above ground level.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a bridge around here?
You mean the bridge I'm standing on? Maybe I'm supposed to be on the other bridge and look this way? No, that won't make sense. Oh, okay, so the question mark was the vista point. Is there another bridge? I'm too close. Definitely not going to finish this quest with the way I'm going.
I guess if Fiskis was busy making hunter-killers.
One shot, one kill.
I think I'm in the right place. Now, where's that gizmo?
There's a way to get up there, apparently.
There. That must be the gizmo.
Okay.
Looks like this door needs a code to open. I should check around the ruin, see if I can find anything that might help.
Oh, come on. I can get up there, but there's nowhere I can go from there? Where am I supposed to go? Not that.
Gotta find a way to get in there.
It's gotta be that way. Unless... Oh, well, there's that. Still doesn't help. What do I do? Oh, okay. I gotta do sideways and circle, which I've never used in this game.
What's in here?
Loot.
A hatch. Might lead to another part of the ruin. But
Oh.
how to get to it?
There's a lot of crates. Kyle's business partner. Oh, wait. Collect the ornaments to set up for the big show. Ping back. Currently puts them all over the southwest. Kyle's convinced it's a malfunction. The closer we get to the show, the more he's going to freak out. I won't tell you if he won't. Change the code for this office. Cleaning bots need to be updated, otherwise they'll pile up at the door trying to get in. Here's the code. Something 135. 6-digit code is RSVPs he sent out. I don't remember. I mean, I could just try all those something 135s, but... Oh, that could be a thing I need.
At the top of the fence. Could be a way in, if I can find a way to get up there.
Yeah, we're not going to finish this in time, are we?
These crates could help me reach the opening at the top of the fence. I can't pull this out.
Uh-huh.
It looks like the crate on top's blocked.
Come on. Don't like me cheesing it?
Maybe there's a way to pull the top crate off.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
There we go.
Where am I trying to go? Over here? No?
This crate's not tall enough to reach the opening.
Mm-hmm. So what, now I gotta yank this one down? Do I need to get the other one to stand on it? Now we're good.
Better try further back.
Uh-oh. Ah, yes. This is why we have a ramp. Get on a side that'll actually help. Because I'll be in the way on the other side. Whoops.
I need to find a way to stack the crates.
I was fucking stacking the crates. Numbnuts.
There. Should be able to reach the opening now. Made it. I won't budge from this side.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This close. Let's see where this leads. Oh. I'm back outside. What else is up here? More of the ruin in there.
Alright.
Looks like the ornaments were part of...
Knights of Lights Holiday Promotion VIP Viewing Lounge. Oh, 739. Was it? I don't remember.
Something called the Knights of Lights holiday promotion? A way to celebrate old world holidays by changing the holograms above ground. But how?
Oh, so it's not a 4-digit code?
Here too. I should have what I need to open the door.
Just go back, or do I just jump out here? I don't remember where I came in originally. Ah, yeah, it's not a 4-digit code.
There we go. I'm in.
Hacker voice. I'm in. Can I fucking thank you?
Got it. Time to head back up to Stemmer. Maybe we can figure out how to make this thing work.
And maybe they're finally gonna be like, oh, actually, I have an inventory full of these. Do you want them? Alright, now I just need this vista point.
I think the image was taken from somewhere above ground level.
No shit.
Bridge around here?
Okay, let's try this other bridge.
That's the vista point image. Gotta stay in the right area. Try again.
Not thank you, banana. Mr. Phantom Gamer! Thank you for the resub for 52 months! Oh, okay, that's that room. Very much appreciated! I'm trying to figure out how to get this vista point and get out of here. And I only have 2 minutes left. Oh, lost the vista. Stupid. Stupid.
I think I'm back in range of the vista points. I could try to find where the image was taken.
Alright.
Okay, let's see. I think this shows part of the city down here.
Uh-huh. I still think it was over from here somewhere, but doesn't make sense with the angle of that. Maybe I gotta go up on top of this. Yeah, because I need like that. I need that. I feel like I gotta be up higher. Can I get up here? Oh my god, this building is too... Oh, oh, oh. No, this doesn't seem like the right way. But maybe if I go around this way. No. It's got one of these bridges in it. Just don't know which one. Whoops. I like the puddles. Yeah, it can't be this
I
side.
think the image was taken from somewhere above ground level.
Bitch, I know.
Must be a bridge around here?
Bitch, I tried that. I feel really stupid with these things sometimes. 'Cause this is the bridge. If I just try to line up that bridge. You can go this way. Kitty, why you farting? I can't see it from over here. It's too low and I lose the image.
Maybe I'm too low to light up the image?
That's what I said. Maybe that bridge? Just see if I can get this real quick, like.
I can get a good view of the city from this overhang. Maybe I should try to line up the image here.
I'm trying. Like at the very tippy top or farther back? I can't tell. Bitch, is this not close enough? Come on. You're killing me. I can barely even see it. And it's all wrong still. Who's making the weird farty radio noises anyways? What does it say? I gotta go, man. I got shit to do. Just search the ancient overhang. I'm searching. Are you saying like search it without this? There's free shit over there. There's free shit over there. Sorry, like maybe I'm supposed to go on top of this. This scene is unnecessary. No. You're just like sitting on the bench. No. Bitch, I gotta go. I might just log out and turn off the PS4. It seems to work out for us, so. Alright, well, I'll figure this out another time. I'm run out of time and patience. But thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the stream. Hi, kitty cat. It's time for you to go home. Pet the flock. Yeah, my head is hurting and I have lost all of my patience. Thank you. I think some of these are from yesterday, aren't they? Thank you, Tim and Mr. Phantom Gamer for the resubs. Very much appreciated. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Who are we gonna raid? That's the wrong tab. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the stream. I will see you all tomorrow. And good night.